something about it and do something!
Suck my dick, Earth, with that bullshit.
Really?
It's like a gentle hate.
Do we have another benevolent star here? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Are you benevolent as your friend was?
My name is Logan Paul, and I think I'm coming out of the flat earth closet.
This is so fucking depressing. I can't be a flat earth person.
You can't have it both ways. You can't have a flat earth and things making sense.
Make sure you're sitting down and take in what Ranty's about to say. I just want to give it a little bit of a build-up because it deserves it. So Ranty recently had a bit of an encounter, and he's hopefully going to detail that right now for you, the audience.
Yeah, well, as you know, I'm a painter and decorator by trade. Well, I got a phone call, an address to go to, went along, turned up outside, and I noticed this car parked across the road, and the car registration number was titled Globe 1. And then I just got this feeling, turned around and started walking back to the car, heard some calling coming from the car across the road, noticed there was 4 people in it, calling me all kinds of different names. One of them, particular name actually resonated with me, was called Runty Fat Arse. So of course I quickly got into the car, drove off. They were following me, so I pulled up. They pulled up behind me. Before they got a chance to actually do anything, I grabbed the crowbar off the back seat, jumped out of the car, ran at the car, smashed the windscreen with it, and they fucked off, basically.
His new name is Decimal Z. From now on, that's all you're gonna see. Decimal Z, 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 Decimal Z.
And I'll tell you something, Del, there's something really big coming out in the next month. I can't say it right now because I've been sworn to secrecy, but I promise you, in the next month, something massive is going to come out. It's going to blow your mind. And what you just said about Anthony and his education and stuff, that's, you know, you're literally going to be applauding it. Promise you, right? It's massive.
Anthony's got the potential to change the world, and I say that with the utmost sincerity. It has the potential to be absolutely earth-shattering.
It's called the Flat Earth Sun and Moon Clock. It's a lot of fun. The trolls absolutely hate it. And if you haven't seen it, this is it right here. I'll show it to you. It's hard to really show it because we're all brought up with this heliocentric physical ball model, and that's what people are thinking in. Everyone has their own personal viewing dome. You're not taking into account the optics of the sky, which are very, very, so when you look to the west, you're looking south. The optics of our personal dome and the real dome do make this light wrap around. We can't go there. It's the magnetic fields of the earth that could also be wrapping the daylight around. I don't believe that the sun is a physical object. I don't believe that it's hundreds of miles away. I think it's much closer than that.
And my intention is to try and get a pro-flat earth dissertation written that is peer-reviewed by my peers who are all solicitors or barristers in the profession, and basically criticize or challenge the law, the UK domestic law, on who is accountable for the national curriculum. We should be able to prove these things. It shouldn't be the case that I have to sit here week after week after week asking about the 93 million mile sun, because if the whole body of science is supporting this, where is it? But the reason why I'm trembling a little bit is because I'm nervous, because it's serious. It will be the case that there's a credible argument for whether or not we're being told the truth. But it'll be reviewed in or published in different journals as well later on down the line. Not straight away, but once it comes back out the other side. And it'll generate discussion, awareness, promotion. Flat Earth might benefit massively just from the exposure from it.
So the amount that you're going to be asking for in terms of the fundraiser is 2,050, is that correct?
I believe the final figure is just over 2,000.
The globe Earth is a psyop. It's a religious creation implemented by military means as of next year, coming very soon. I am going to be focusing on real science. I am going to pressure these people with real physics, real practicality, and I'm going to take it to them. But I'm going to be making a series of actual, tangible, related science videos, and it's not going to be happening online. I'm going to make these, and I'm going to start taking them to every university, every local school, everywhere possible, and press these people who are influencing vulnerable children to face up to the bullshit that they're pushing them. I am going to fucking harass these universities and these so-called academics. I am going to make an absolute cunt of them.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Tony, let me ask you a couple questions on this.
Sure.
About the peer review process. Okay, so take us through that. What exactly about that paper that you're writing would fall under quote-unquote peer review?
I'm one of a few people in England that has an undergraduate degree in law and then a postgraduate diploma in legal practice. Science is subject to the law. The peers that will be reviewing my work are solicitors, barristers, and high up qualified people that are more qualified than me. And I would assert and argue that they are more qualified than science. But ultimately, this is peer review from a more credible, in my opinion, it's a more credible source than the science of astrology. Because it's so contentious, it's got legs to go potentially around the world, if one prefer a better phrase, because it's contentious. Well, I would be seriously credible in academia, wouldn't it? In theory, I would then be able to get access to write papers, put them into journals, because I would be credited in law, and it'll be critically acclaimed. I don't know. I'll submit it to Nature and see what Nature says.
Construction every single day. But nobody accounts for a company.
Have you demonstrated that to yourself? Have you followed your demonstration principles?
You're getting emotional again. Just calm down.
I'm asking you a
calm
question.
down.
I'm getting annoyed because you're not answering my questions.
Because you're putting crap in my mouth. You're bringing up irrelevant, illogical points continually.
Your entire argument is based on you want demonstrable facts, and then you bring up this stat.
It's a demonstrable fact that water does not curve at all. Okay, there. Yep. So you demonstrate me how it does.
You're getting emotional.
Well, I'm just doing the same to you.
Okay, but
to make a point.
But water itself is individual particles, and they don't bend because they're
demonstrate that it can curve.
But we're not saying that water curves. Okay. We're saying that gravity.
It must curve if it's on a ball. Listen, it would have to have an elasticity on the surface to make it bend.
Water actually has elasticity. Van der Waals forces and stuff like that.
So you could bend a swimming pool and it would bend and it would display the bend on the swimming pool.
Well, it's just like a ridiculous argument.
How? That's what they're telling you. So tell me what happens at scale. What new property goes into the water that now allows it to bend?
Because there's no bend on that and that. You're not going to see a bend that's measurable.
That's religious culty behaviour that's going on right now. You have not even got the ability to have an objective conversation with me.
I'm asking
You're continually throwing illogical nonsense.
I'm getting emotional. Can I clarify why I'm getting emotional?
Go
because
for
you're not answering questions. You're saying I'm putting words in your mouth. I'm not. Okay, you asked for demonstrational proof, and then I ask you, have you seen demonstrational proof that shows the Earth is flat? And you don't provide that either.
I've provided it. You watch this back. You just don't understand. The problem is you're talking from ignorance.
Okay, it was nice to
You're talking from ignorance. I hope that you can come back and realise what you've done.
I will realise that I'm still correct.
There you go. There's some of the problems we're facing.
I'm the only one here. The only damn one that's been here online for 3 years, and I don't even have 1,000 subscribers. What the freaking hell is going on here? And stop this social justice warrior Marxist crap! Stop it, you maniacs! Kill yourself, you freaking insane bastards! What? Get your goddamn shotgun, whatever the fuck you got, knives, and just go to them and freaking kill them all! No! Fuck justice! Fuck the courts! They are the freaking pedophiles! They are them! Fuck the courts! Fuck the law! Kill the pedophiles! Kill them all!
What I'm saying, Arvin, though, is that, look, if you focus on beautiful things may come to you. Like, you believe in the idea that...
darkness will
Hold on. Listen, hey, listen to me, Arvin. Hey, hold on.
Focus on beautiful things, Isa!
Boys.
I'm not!
Do you believe in...
I will not focus on beautiful things! As long as this shit is out there! I will not dream
I'm gonna go
the
there, man. You have a love...
darkness of
Yeah, take care, bro.
Isa!
Take care, man.
Yeah.
So basically, it's being taught in a partisan fashion. It is not being no fair opposing views being taught, and as long as that's happening, they're actually breaking the law inadvertently by doing so.
Yeah.
Anthony has so gratefully researched enough to actually bring out the sections of the law that they're breaching. He's seeking legal representation from one of the top law firms in the country. And we're going to take it to the highest court in the land. We're going to need proof, scientific proof of gravity shown in a courtroom. We're going to need proof of Earth orbiting anything, okay? Just anything. Earth orbiting anything. We need proof of that. We also need proof of Earth's axis rotation given to us in court. We need proof, scientific proof, of course, scientific proof of curvature, scientific proof of a 93 million mile away sun. Scientific proof of how we can have a gas pressure in a vacuum of space. That'd be interesting to see them do in a courtroom. And we also want scientific proof of a self-perpetuating molten iron core shown in court. And if anyone else has got anything they want to throw in there, we'll be more than happy to take your request in. Listen, if you're going to teach one model, then you better teach them all or teach none at all.
Yeah.
And we're going with the whole, well, do you want to teach them all? No, I didn't think you wanted to. So stop teaching any. Okay? Just stop it.
So yesterday I had my first conversation that was detailed with a law firm, and they haven't agreed to take the case on yet because they want to look into it, but they want to know more. And we had our first cards on the table thing, and basically what the issue is the hardest point is to get across to the lawyers that what we're trying to say is that they can't prove their case. We're not trying to say that the Earth's flat. They're not totally on board with us yet. They're definitely not on board. They're 50-50 at best, because this is going to be landmark. This is going to be really, really important.
Is this attorney just as good as you are to represent these matters, or
no? That's the big problem. What we really need is the lawyer that we end up taking on to literally sit on Nathan's debates for a couple of shows and listen to how things are argued.
Flat Earth people are not retarded. And so if your first instinct is if someone believes the Earth is flat, they're retarded, you're retarded. Please fucking tell me how you can go up into near-Earth orbit and stay still and the Earth is not flying by if it's spinning on a goddamn axis. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't explain it, can you? The fuck? Inertia, that doesn't mean a goddamn thing and we both know it. Inertia. Someone just says inertia. You don't think I know about inertia? The worst is I obviously understand physics. I got 790 out of 800 on my physics PSATs, right? That's one question I got wrong. I understand physics very, very well. Not on a level of MIT or anything like that, but on a basic, way above average level, I understand the principles of physics. Take an astronomy course at your local university. Now you're banned. I've obviously taken astronomy courses, and that's not an argument. My IQ is higher than any college professor at any of these colleges. So, good times. Who looks for truth in a YouTube chat? Well, not you anymore, Larry. By the way, the only people named Larry are pedophiles and mailmen. When you're above the atmosphere, you're in orbit. You already had inertia from the rotation, and there's no longer air friction to slow you down, so you're orbiting around just like the moon is. That makes no sense, Dan. This is so fucking depressing. I can't be a flat Earth person. This is...
Because I got these little persons in my shoulders. One is telling me it's flat, the other is telling me you're full of shit. So I don't know, something has clicked in the last maybe 12 hours that I don't even know what I'm doing here, talking to you. What is going on? Talk to me. Flat Earth, really? This is very disturbing for myself. But what is this flat Earth thing? This is a belief system that we have adopted these last few years. There's no such thing as we live in a flat Earth. What is a flat Earth? What is the proof for flat Earth? You know how easy it is to picture, put yourself in a third person view and see the globe, how it works, how beautiful the orbital on the sun, the moon, the stars, everything. You can see it all. But then when I think about when I think about a flat Earth, I put myself in your shoes. A rectangular looping model. No, man.
You're sounding very much like a baller. I don't know what's with you, Jose, but I don't like you like this. You're not acting like the person that you want to be, that we want you to be.
The globe model works, okay?
It's no, it doesn't work. And you're one step away from being kicked and banned here if you're gonna repeat that shit in front of my face.
Really
that means that you're a two-tongued snake and a liar.
Right, it's simple. If a man's got curve to his back, he's a woman. If his hips are wider as his shoulders, it's a woman.
Yeah, but I'm a big bloke though, Punch.
It doesn't matter. Prove all things, Jazz.
You sound like you call me a woman.
Prove all things. Drop your pants.
I think that's a bit...
Drop your pants.
At the end of the day, we've had some good laughs, Pete.
I'm not here for laughs anymore.
We've had some good times, we've had some good information.
No, we had bollocks. Bollocks for 5 years, all an act, all a script, and you're part of it.
Well,
medical fucking facts, Jez. Let's bring up the human skull, Mongo. Human skull. Male, female. Because you've done fuck all in 10 days, you're a wanker. Because you've done fuck all, Satan.
So you're trying to make me fucking get mad?
Right, there's your two skulls. Can you see the difference?
You're trying to get me mad?
Can you see the two skulls?
So you're trying to improbe me to get me mad?
Right, get out. Get the fuck out of me out. Get out! Now! Fucking move!
Oh.
Get out!
I'm just asking questions.
If I put these... Get the fuck out of my house! Out of me fucking house! Now! Out!
I'm just...
Get out!
Punch.
Get out my fucking house!
Punch.
Demon!
Punch. I'm going. Let me get me bike.
Get out! My fucking house! No! Fucking demon! Get out! Fucking house! Fucking coming right up! Self-defense. He's looking at it, slit his fucking throat. He's rang the police on me, guys.
For what?
I attacked him. He won't get out of my house. My son's here. That's why he wanted me to turn the sound off. That's why he wanted me to turn it off so he could do that. My son's here. He told me that he believed in Satan. And I asked him to leave. And he wouldn't leave.
Did the knife touch him? Did you hurt him with a knife?
I only grazed him. I didn't stab him. I'm not stupid. But he won't get out of my house. My son's here. What am I supposed to do? Self-defense. The police are here now. Yeah, they are.
You're under arrest for Section 47 assault.
Okay.
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention, when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Yeah.
Put your hands out.
Of course.
Turn that one round.
And if we can do that, it's game over. But the rotation is not looking good at this point.
That's weird. That's
We don't want to blow this, you know?
Right.
I mean, we got $20,000 in this freaking gyro. But yeah, if we dumped what we found right now, we would be, it'd be bad. It would be bad. So what I just told you is confidential.
Okay, I won't say. First of all, what evidence did you show that giants are actually true?
The bones that have been recovered.
Where are they located? Where are these bones located?
Look, we have we have photographic evidence. We have Michael Cremo. Thank you, Bible Book Club. Michael Cremo, okay? That is the forbidden archaeologist. He holds a PhD, Curtis. You hold nothing, okay? He has written about this for years.
A PhD gives justification for giants.
No, a PhD is evidence. It's evidence for giants, Curtis.
There are PhDs that confirm a globe Earth, Bob. Then you're going to come in and make a false claim that someone who has a PhD proved that giants exist.
What evidence do you have that they don't, Mr. No degree whatsoever?
I don't have to prove a negative, Bob. You're trying to water down the flat Earth movement, and I'm not going to let you.
Oh, good. Well, then you just stop me there, Curtis. You just stopped me for sharing my opinion.
Then on top of that, you did that shitty-ass documentary Behind the Curve that makes us look even more crazy.
Oh, yeah, and I was the one that did all the editing to make us look bad. Is that right, Curtis? Is that your contention? Well, you're an idiot. Shut up.
You shut up, you fucking fat retard.
What did Bob say in Behind the Curve that made Flat Earth look crazy?
I told the truth.
What was that, Bob? Tell everybody. What did you tell the truth about?
I told the truth about the fact that a person in our group had bought a fiber optic gyro with his own money and detected a 15-degree-per-hour rotation. Now, idiots like, well, some people...
So the Earth is moving. So
no,
Bob,
the Earth is not moving. I thought you listened to Globebusters, pal. No, the Earth
heard
is
your
not moving.
explanation after the fact, but I seen your video before the fact.
Oh, yeah, and you know what? I also sent the explanation to those people, but they cut it out.
Why did you tell the people that the Earth was moving, Bob?
I didn't, you dumb jackass. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Watch the video, Bob. You just admitted it.
All right, you know what, Daryl? I'm out of here. If you don't eject
bye,
me,
Bob.
I am not going
Bob.
to continue this.
Yeah. Bye, Bob.
So, can you give us a bit of an update on that, Anthony?
Yeah, I've had my resistance back from the lecturer or the supervisor that's supervising, and basically her position. She's made 4 points against me doing this in writing. She doesn't want me to do it, and the reasons why she's given are as follows. The first one is, and I quote, there's a lack of supervisory capacity on the topic in that they don't have any academics who specialise in education law. So my response was, that's okay. I don't need a specialist in education law. I would actually argue that I am the specialist. The second point is that the topic is still too much education policy rather than education law. And I said, no, there is no policy in here at all. I do not reference policy at any point. So for whatever reason, she thinks there's education policy in there. Could be a red herring, could be a straw man. So she's wrong there. She's either innocently got a misunderstanding, or she's trolling me with a baller kind of comment.
And welcome everybody to Globebusters, proving the rotation detected by the fiber optic gyro. Hashtag Einstein is my bitch. I am your host, Bob Xanadude60, and we are back with another great show for you today. So Nathan has kind of been covering some of this gyroscope stuff on his show, The Flat Earth Debates. I just wanted to tell you, first of all, great job on your show. I've become a big fan of it, and so has Jaron. I know all of us have. And yeah, but the Sagnac experiments proved that the ether is actually there.
Bob,
yeah.
Bob, sorry. So no, this is not scientifically valid either. The Sagnac experiment is not a scientific experiment. If you can tell me what the independent and dependent variable is for that, I'll take you through how it's not science. Again, the other thing you've done is you've just declared quite openly and boldly that science says the ether is real. So science is a method. It doesn't say anything. And you've promptly taken us to Dollard, who has told you what's what, and then you've declared that that's science also, and it's not.
Okay,
so
well, Nate,
science. Okay, this is a hard task.
I understand what you're saying, Nathan, but we have technology that exists on this science today.
I'm sorry. This is a really hard task for me, Bob. You can probably hear it in the quiver in my voice. This is not something I want to do. You're wrong.
Okay.
This is not science at all. And you are reifying science into what men say. You are now guilty of what I went through at the start of the show.
If you're going to go down this road and talk about it this way, look, we know that this is technology that is in use today. It works, period. Okay. So
technology is not science.
I'm not saying that it is. Then what you're telling me is that all of technology is now invalid because it doesn't fit the scientific method. And to that, I say bullshit.
That's a false equivocation fallacy, Bob. It's like battling with a baller. That's a false equivocation. I didn't call it an experiment, did I, Mike? Did I call it an experiment? Mike,
not saying.
Why is everyone jumping on me? Yeah, okay.
Nathan, we're not calling. We capitulated and. We capitulated and said, okay, great. It's not an experiment. It's an observation. We have capitulated that point. What yes. Where are we going with this?
My issue being you've then gone on within moments to say that science proves the ether, correct?
Then obviously this is a battle of semantics then. And, I don't.
No. How dare you? Words have meanings, Bob.
I get that, Nathan.
Using these words, and I tell you what, guys, if I'm going to get talked over the entire time, I did this for a week with Dr. John D., a PhD scientist. He conceded I was correct at the end.
Whatever the terminology is, Nathan, I mean, I get it. And like I said, I've already capitulated the idea that this is not an experiment, it's an observation. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a video that basically kind of explains, and whether or not you want to agree that it's the Sagnac experiment or not, it is an explanation for essentially where we're getting our technology from today. Okay, so let's go ahead and give this a listen. Fine, it's not an experiment. Great, I capitulate that. Let's hear the explanation.
It doesn't prove anything, Bob. It doesn't prove anything. It's going to be the words
Nathan,
of man.
Nathan, look, if you're going to interrupt me on my show, then maybe it is time for you to go because this argument is getting ridiculous. All right?
Yes.
It is getting over the top ridiculous.
He's already gone.
He
Bob.
dropped. Okay. God, I can't, I understand where he's trying to go with this, but this is absolutely preposterous. This is wound up as a battle of semantics. And honestly, I understand where a lot of the ballers are feeling their frustration, and it's great. It's funny to watch them get subjected to it. But the reality is look, it's existing technology. We use it to measure things.
Well, have you heard the latest with regards to my education plight? I applied for a PhD level qualification at a different university, assuming obviously that I would get through this one. In my proposal for the new university, I've literally claimed it as the most disruptive thesis that's ever been written. Dear Mr. Riley, thank you for your email. The award of LLM, which is the Masters in Law, will require you to undertake a substantive piece of research on a legal topic. I would therefore kindly revisit the research and provide a title which we will be able to supervise you on. So that was his first. This is the head of the law school. This is my response to him. Dear sir, thank you for your email. I am not prepared to provide an alternative title on this occasion. I do not agree that there is a lack of supervision from a university of PhD academics specifically skilled in legal research. For the avoidance of doubt, you will have to breach your contract with me. A response just outside of office hours, which I'll get to quickly. And he sent it on his mobile, which tells me that the guy's triggered. Dear Mr. Riley, thank you for your email. We have made our position clear regarding the learning outcomes of an LLM. Then he says, I hope this finalises the matter. But listen to my next one. My next one is fantastic. The matter is final as far as I'm concerned. I will continue with my work as outlined in my project document. Perhaps it would be prudent to actually take my work and critique that. I told you in an earlier email that I had applied for a PhD in law on the exact same topic, indoctrination within the education. It won't be long before I get their decision. Perhaps it would be premature to act adversely against me at this time, so that was my response. Now, you got to be really careful with how you word this stuff because I don't want to piss the guy off.
Other things that have been said, that I'm a reptilian and people see my eyes shape shift while I'm on YouTube, that I drink blood, The most recent one is that I'm transgender.
I mean, I even threw up a question one day, what's up with Patricia Steere, you know? Because I don't know, but I don't know.
Anybody can believe whatever they want to believe about me, but I wonder if in their hearts, people who do that know they're lying, or are they so conspiratorial that they actually believe it? Then it makes me worry about maybe things I believe in. Am I like another version of them? But I know I'm not.
No, we're not going to be talking about Patricia's show anytime soon because the secret show is on hold until Patricia figures out if she wants to keep talking about flat earth stuff, because she's been getting hammered by the trolls. And, you know, I might as well address this now. If you hadn't noticed, she has hidden her Facebook channel, hidden her YouTube channel entirely. And she, in fact, she's not even answering, or she may have even killed her Gmail account.
Could I ask you a question? Did you see my sign here?
I did, yes.
What did my sign say here?
Something about facts.
Yeah, does free speech require facts?
No.
No, you're... Okay, so why are you calling me a moron? Am I not allowed to...
Oh, what do you know? The phone.
Is everybody aware of Zen Garcia's legal case that he's had come through the news in the last 24 hours?
Flat Earth wins. Woo!
Point is, Zen Garcia won. The guy failed to prove curvature.
And this court case, I'm sure, will make international headlines at some point.
There's more to this. It's going to come out more in the next few days, but it's not very good if you guys can't demonstrate to a standard which is like the legal standard that we are actually living on a curved surface. Because it's all right arguing that we do on YouTube, but when you guys claim that we should go and write an article and submit it to Nature, that's not the standard. The standard is to get it decided in a court of law, which is what my position's been from day one, because they do decide the matters of fact.
Law is not a standard.
Yeah, it is. It's the only standard, and science is subject to it. So I was speaking to Rumpus last night, and I said to Rumpus, I said, listen, I said, would you be interested in like a gentlemanly 50 quid, not bet, but like enough money for it to be significant for the court's purposes, but not enough money for it to really be the focal point, because I don't want the focal point to be about the money. I said, but we need to have a money amount so that we can get this thing like challenged in court, basically to see whether or not you could prove any of the housekeeping points, and you can pick one. I said, would you be interested? And he was like, let me think about it. And I said, great. I said, I'd quite like you to try and prove gravity if you wouldn't mind. If you don't want to do gravity, pick like rotation or whatever. I said, but let's put 50 quid on it where neither of us pay each other, but we have the deal where it's 50 quid to the one that either proves or fails to prove the case. I said, and let's see if you can prove in a court of law that the points that you preach are true.
Fools. They are everywhere. Cheers. Not a compliment. And they come in all shapes and sizes. Here we go. Who better to test the new foolproof iPhone app from Sportsbet than these Einsteins?
I personally believe that apps like such as Sportsbet, they make it easier for people to use, such as some
I'm with you.
people.
Yep, it's so easy. Even Botox Bradley here can use it without raising an eyebrow.
I'll never botch your head-to-head again.
And you make it look so natural. Carol here thinks she's about to inherit a Nigerian fortune. You know, love mightn't come easy, but Sportsbet's new iPhone app sure does.
Seems too good to be true.
Unlike your imaginary prince. Seriously, even flat Earth expert Mark Sargent could use it. A bloke who thinks space is fake.
I could do this standing on my head.
Thanks, Gravity. Even this idiot abroad can use it.
Yeah, it's dead easy. Ausbahnen!
See you in the NT News, mate.
And we gotta save those people by making them learn about things that maybe they don't know.
I'll tell you what I do know. Even the permanently offended can claim a winner-winner chicken... vegan-based dinner.
So easy. It's outrageous!
It's a beauty.
It'll make a splash, all right. At least that's what former rugby league whiz kid Todd Carney believes.
Yeah, it's a piece of piss.
It's better when it's flat.
He's just a tad bit light, that's all. Because they're not real things, because aliens are not real. Jesus is.
The all-new iPhone app from Sportsbet. It's foolproof.
Thanks, Broadspat.
Got a lot of people looking and the banners aren't even up yet. So I don't want to bombard everybody. Everybody's just kind of come to a standstill there to have a look. And obviously they should be able to find a language that they can understand. So far so good. However, you know what the police are like.
Is everything all right? Everything okay? Everything okay?
No, not everything is okay.
Why?
They have to be free. It's for blind people.
Okay, the police and the council, they've already been here giving us permission.
This is my project. This is for the blind people, this one.
Okay, can you...
have to come from there to go to the station. They have to be free.
Huh?
You can go there.
We did discuss this with the police and they said it was fine.
Ma'am, I tell you because...
Okay, but can you get the police back here then?
No, police. I had the same right.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'll get them
Because
back.
you have to put
I
them-
will get
put
the
them-
officers to come back.
Yes.
They're just over there. I will call them back so they can tell you what they said.
Call them back. Call
Okay?
them back.
But where we've been given things, colleagues have already been here.
It doesn't matter.
The
They
colleagues-
don't
your
know that. This is
Hello,
what-
listen to me. Your colleagues with the same uniform also came after the police. We've had two ladies that came with the police. There's always one. But he's getting a bit rude, bro.
Yeah, police are still not, well, they're not police, but the police are okay. It's the other people that aren't okay. So we're seeing what they're going to say now.
Oké, ik wacht rustig af. Anders heb ik een hele discussie met de mevrouw hier. Do you understand how important this is for blind people?
Why would you think? Please, sir,
Because
don't do that.
the
to me.
discussion
Please
is-
don't make assumptions. I could have blind people in my family. Please don't do that. I'm not being rude to you, sir. Please don't get aggravated.
How much space you have there? You can go there also.
We did say that, but...
How much space you have?
Would you like
You can
us to
go
move
there.
there?
You can go there.
Sir, would you like us to move there?
It doesn't have to be free. Only this.
This is free.
This
I was going to say, if someone blind comes,
Nee.
I will personally take them myself.
Yeah,
Hun naar de spullen hierover.
Listen, you know that they're not moving us. Sorry, guys, I really didn't mean to come away from Jaren's conversation, but I saw the authorities looking for someone in charge, and I know that I've already spoken to the police, so we're not getting moved by colleagues that haven't spoken to colleagues and think we're idiots. And he was getting a bit rude. He was getting a bit... I was like, stop. I said, stop, officer. But obviously we don't want the law to hamper our... I'll show you what the law are trying to tell us to do, okay? They want us to go over there where no one is and there's no footfall. And obviously we want to stay here, so...
Did those cops tell you couldn't be here or something?
I told them we are staying. Fine. They were hoping to speak to someone that didn't know what they were talking about, but then they got me.
So I wrote to the government and I had a response back from this guy called B. Bickerton. But one of the things that he said was that the orbit around the sun is an established scientific fact, and therefore we do not see any need to review the content of the science curriculum. Well, how are they going to prove this scientific fact that the Earth orbits the sun? We're at the point now where FE Corps are funding this, and they've said, push it as far as you can, get yourself the best quality solicitor and barrister that you can get, which is what I'm currently doing. I'm currently sourcing one with Magic Circle, hopefully Linklaters or Clifford Chance or whatever. Basically, we want to get them in front of a judge, get their evidence on the table to prove the points that they tell us that are true. Because and we're prepared to pay for it, because we don't believe that this evidence is actually true. And we believe that everybody's been indoctrinated, and no one realizes that they've been brainwashed.
As someone that knows I've been severely lied to in the worst possible way, this has got to be the biggest and the most positive piece of news I've had since I woke up, that someone is full-blown, head-on, going to take it to the authorities, going to take it to the system and say, no, this is not on. You're going to have to prove in a court of law that you've actually got some evidence for what you're teaching these kids, myself included.
If they can't prove their claim, then that makes the application for the mandatory injunction pretty easy, because we don't, in theory, have to present any evidence, because we know that they can't prove any of their stuff, any of their claims. But nonetheless, it should be done within 3 months. And in theory, we should be able to get a judgment in our hands that says that the national curriculum is illegal because they're not presenting the balanced representation of opposing views. And if that is the case, that will rewrite science. And that means that we don't have to attack all these Globers on debates. It means that everything changes, and it'll be done pretty much, well, the judgment will be done pretty much overnight.
The globe is already dead. They just don't know it yet. Long live flat Earth. Thank you. All right, we have time for a few questions. Yes, you.
Oh, thank you. Hey, you know, you said we're in the, mentioned the dark ages. I think we're in the Mark ages, the Mark Sargent
The Mark ages. ages.
Come on, give it up for Mark Sargent.
No. Don't give me that much credit, but thank you for that.
And thank you for confronting NASA, which everybody knows actually means not always telling truths. My question for you is, we all know for a fact that the Earth is flat, okay?
Yeah.
But is there a general consensus as to how thick it is? Because
no.
The reason being, like, if you got to dig a hole, like say I'm digging a hole because I got to bury a few dogs.
Right.
Am I just dropping a garbage bag of dogs into outer space? Like how far do I got to go down? How far can I go down?
That is the weirdest series of questions I've received all year.
I also wanted to say,
oh my God,
I didn't put that thing in the hillside, Google Flat Earth, but I did spray paint it on my mom's carport.
Nice. Thank you for that. As far as the thickness goes, next question over here in just a second. As far as the thickness goes, when he says, "Oh, how thick is it?" I don't know. Even mainstream science. How deep is the deepest hole? Hey, Miles. There you go. It's like science can't go further than this. We don't have to either.
Here. What you doing there? Really, you gonna steal my phone?
George just stole my phone and threw it across the room. Hey, real quick. I just want you guys to know that was George Nutsack who stole my phone and threw it across the room. Yeah, George, who came here to troll the Flat Earth Convention. He stole my phone and threw it across the room. Yeah, you're trolling a Flat Earth Convention. So I'm gonna troll you during your meal, George, you nutsack. Get it, George. Looking good, bud. Looking good. Thanks for the video, George.
Like that one guy, I forgot, Nathan Thompson, I think his name is. He's like all chiseled now. He's got a big YouTube channel. He's like, he came up to me. He's like, dude, I don't beat off anymore because of you. I'm like, that's good to hear, man. He's like, no, you got to hear my story. So there I am. Like, I'm about to start jerking off. And I'm like, dude, enough. He's like, I just hear your voice in my head.
And I've got a very, very important message to share with you today. I think this is the most important video that I've ever done, to be quite honest. So here goes, folks. You're living in an enclosed reality. This Earth is flat. All weather is controlled. There's a dome roof over the top. Everything the Flat Earth is saying, well, not everything, but a lot of what the Flat Earthers are saying is absolutely true. This is an enclosed environment, and this Earth, where we're playing, this playing field that we're on, whether it's the Earth, but the playing field is flat.
So everyone in the Flat Earth scene is buzzing. I've just been watching Robin, who is lifting the lid, my brother Robin, and he is as excited as me. I just been like absolutely so elated to watch this video. Max is so powerful.
That I've just caught Max Egan saying he's gone flat. Yes.
So I got targeted, folks. I had some sort of a weird thing happen. I was lying in bed and they hit me with something and they filled my head full of all this rubbish. But you know, we hear about these things. We hear about these directed beams and we hear about mind control and all sorts of stuff, but we never really think it's going to happen to us. Well, it's just what happened to me, folks. And it's literally taken me 2 weeks to work through this. But I'm fine. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be doing more 5 videos. I don't think the Earth is flat.
So all of this that's behind me is parts of the rocket that made the world record jump in January 30th of 2014. And it was a ride. I remember the thing going out the ramp. You know, the strangest thing, I remember hearing the air go around the nose cone of the rocket, which I'll never forget. And I pushed the lever for the parachute. But I didn't feel any deceleration, so I thought I was in real trouble. And I took a hit.
And yet that doesn't dissuade you from trying again.
Well, you know, I kind of relate this to anybody else that gets injured doing what they do. You know, you just keep on doing it, I guess. This right here is the uniform I'm going to wear during my next rocket jump, and actually it's going to be a rocket launch since it's going to be vertical.
Hey guys, real quick. I got a flyer for you. Check it out. No, I'm sorry, we can't. I can't give them a flyer? Hey guys, check this out real quick. Space is fake. You're not on a spinning ball. They're gonna teach you, listen guys, they're gonna teach you you live on a spinning ball. That doesn't make it true. It's not real. The floor is not moving 1,000 miles an hour. Okay? Yo guys, let me give you a flyer real quick. Here. I love you. Come take a flyer. I'm gonna flashback them. Guys, you don't live on a ball. The earth is flat. I got flyers for you right here. You can check out my YouTube, okay? Some of them picked them up. Hey, give them to the teachers. Hey, you can verify everything on my flyer. Large bodies of water do not curve. Hey guys, you're not on a ball in space. The earth is flat. Large bodies of water do not curve. Okay? Large bodies of water do not curve. Research flat earth. That's how you do it right there. Got them all right there. Jeez. That was funny. All right, guys. Well, make sure you red pill the youth. That's why they get them when they're young. If you're just tuning in, you just missed me flat smacking like probably 400 kids.
Hey brothers and sisters, here we are on quarantine. They don't let anybody go to school. They don't want anybody to open their business, their bars. They want everybody to stay home, all right? Everybody to stay home. On the other hand, we got this knucklehead up here working on 5G. What you doing up there, brother? You're supposed to be quarantined. Hey! Hey, dude! Hey! Hey! Come down! I know you're working. You're supposed to be quarantined. What are you doing outside? You're not under quarantine? You're not under quarantine. Who's your boss? Who's your boss? Who's your boss? Give me your name. Come down. Come down. I need your name. I think you're infected with coronavirus. You're going to jail, motherfucker. Look at this piece of shit, man. He stopped doing, as soon as I questioned him and I started asking him who he is and what is he doing, he stopped working. Whatever the fuck he's doing something that's not right. We're gonna get to the bottom of this shit. You know, we know the 5G kilometers, 60 gigahertz. We know they're messing up with the oxygen molecule. This is science. They cannot deny that. All this mainstream media think zombies think that they got sick from the coronavirus, and this is just the side effects of the kilometers that are upgrading, and they're putting everybody on lockdown so they can come and work on this shit. What the fuck is this? Hey man, who you working for? I'm gonna turn off your car. Fuck you. Have a good day. I got your keys, motherfucker. I got your keys. I don't know what you're doing, but it's not right. Come down. Are you gonna come down and talk to me? Who are you working for? Are you working with 5G? Okay, come down and tell me. If you're not working with 5G, you're not the enemy.
Yesterday became known to us through social media that there was a yoga studio operator in North Delta that was continuing to stay open and really discrediting the direction from our provincial medical health officer, Dr. Henry, insofar as the validity of why they should close. We actually had our staff under my instructions go visit that yoga studio in the morning, and they actually pulled the business license off the wall. And that license is suspended until further notice.
Cover your cough, separate yourself.
Matt Parhar is at a drive-through testing center.
Man, they're like freaking out. Keep windows rolled up. There's a sign over there that said keep windows rolled up.
When he shouldn't be.
What a joke.
The COVID-19 denier and flat earth believer posted this YouTube video Thursday at the site in Burnaby. He said he didn't know he needed a referral.
It's just sad how people are just self-isolating themselves, just perpetrating that fear.
This comes 2 weeks after Parhar's yoga studio in Delta was shut down after he misled members in claiming hot yoga fights the novel coronavirus. He claims the studio's license was suspended because of a miscommunication with a bylaw officer, and he wasn't clear about the new guidelines. Still, he continued breaking physical distancing rules, according to this video, streamed live on Sunday of a meetup with children and adults. Then there's this one.
Just trying to see where I should go. Cardiac, where's respiratory?
Parhar is seen walking through Royal Columbian Hospital over the weekend. He says he was investigating whether the pandemic is real.
There is a small minority, a very small minority, like this idiot, who are doing what they're doing.
You're non-essential. Don't cough all over me.
Farnworth says Parhar's actions have been reported to and will be investigated by police, and charges could be laid.
He's calling on the police to investigate. I say bring it on. I say tell the police to go investigate where this pandemic is.
There is no place for this kind of activity by, to put it bluntly, a narcissistic, self-centered idiot. And that's what this individual is.
Scotty Storm here. I can only give you the red pill if you want the red pill. And this is the red pill. It's a coronavirus. It's nothing but nonsense worldwide. And the places that did test and turn on 5G, like Wuhan, China, was white people were falling down. White people were just collapsing and dying. Scotty Storm here. We're at the emergency hospital. And we're going to have a suss out what's going on here. If there's any victims of the coronavirus. You're being documented for crimes against humanity, and you're going to be on the internet, and this is what you're doing to your kids. This is 1984 Orwellian society is what you're doing to your kids. You are lying to people. They're going to force vaccinate us with poison, and they're going to fucking chip us. And this is what you're going to do to your kids with this fake coronavirus bullshit. And you're going to do nothing about it. You're going to do nothing. This fake coronavirus is nothing but a scam, and you need to fucking know about it. This is a worldwide training drill that you're trying to act as if it's real. Stop scaring the people. You will be punished for your crimes against humanity. Do you realise how serious this is? This is no conspiracy, mate. This is reality. And you've admitted you're going to do nothing about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, 5G radiation, 26,000 studies, it's a carcinogen, 0 government studies. What is the average IQ of a police officer? Like a 0? Is 0?
It's very rude.
You've got some more tyranny going on at the dog park. No, thank you. Not happening on my watch. Not happening on my fucking watch. Had a fucking good day today. Fucking, they've literally got all this shit all over kids' parks. Bullshit. I've got some police here ready to fucking kidnap me.
Don't do this.
For fighting for their kids and their children's rights.
Fuck off, you lying cunt. Now then, I want to bring up this dude, 007. Here we go, listen to this.
It's very, very simple, my friend. The email was from Sam. The donations were 100% for Roxanne and not for you. Now you better do the right thing, my friend, because if you don't, you're not going to like what happens.
This is Event 202, a response to the propaganda we're bombarded with every day.
And let's take it away right now with Mark Steele. What are your thoughts on this?
All smart devices are part of a weapons systems deployment. That's why they call it smart. Secret militarized armaments and residential technology.
There is an answer. The creator has another plan. Our solutions is to repent.
When I step outside, I don't see any death. I don't see any sick people. This is the thing. It's only in here and on the screen.
One of the things that you can do is expand your heart field, so you can focus on that and send love to yourself and expand it so that it will affect someone near to you, because we're trying to overcome what they're trying to do to us. The other thing is hug everybody, touch people.
That's why I wear this T-shirt stating, I do not consent and I was never asked. I think that's a very affirmative statement to put out into creation.
There are 48 different vaccinations. They contain humanized mice. What is a humanized mouse? It's basically a human in a mouse suit.
I went backwards in time and got myself this little slider phone.
They were building a virtual sexual reality program. That's disgusting. And at Stanford, none of that should have been done.
Even if you knit, you can knit for truth.
Network with other people, possibly, find farmers.
You, as part of this divine creation, have no one above you except for the creator themselves.
Remember, all horizons are apparent. Apparent means that you can fucking see it with your eyes, you fucking retards. You are so fucking filthy, sick, fucking retarded. It goes beyond measure. You have had your mind skull fucked beyond recognition. The laughing that is going on behind your backs, you silly little fucking monkeys, is beyond measure. They are literally laughing at you. They have convinced you that you live on a ball. Floating through space is a fucking accident.
I hope we see their cheeks look funny.
They need to accelerate like 200 miles an hour every 3 or 4 seconds.
Isn't escape velocity 25,000 miles per hour too? They always say that. And they never get anywhere close to that. They don't even get close to 17,000 miles per hour.
Or 1,000 miles per hour.
Right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
And a warning to anybody out in the ocean.
Cut 1. Cut 2.
Okay.
It's a balloon. I think we're in animation already. I don't believe this is real footage.
May not be at that point.
They did cut. So.
Once you clear the ground, you can do anything you want.
We've just filmed all the documentation, and there's been a bit of a startling revelation for me. This whole QAnon movement, the whole revolution was started by an expression that says, follow the white rabbit. And the letter that Greg has from Queen Victoria has got the white rabbit on.
So, the question is, are you allowed to show the white rabbit? It's actually hair, it's the hair, the white hair. So, I have the title Lord Chancellor Arch Treasurer of the Royal Secret. So it's my decision when to reveal the letter containing the hair. And it's time now. It's time now, yeah.
Amazing. Let me just go down and have a little shot with that. And here it is. The entire The entire
British Empire and a cutout over here. So Trump's saying follow the white rabbit, and it's that.
Stop talking about it and do something!
Suck my dick, Earth, with that bullshit.
Really?
It's like a gentle hate. Do we have another benevolent sir here? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Are you benevolent, Mr. Friend?
My name is Logan Paul, and I think I'm coming out of the flat earth closet.
This is so fucking depressing. I can't be a flat earth person. You can't have it both ways. You can't have a flat earth and things making sense.